So this is Scott's vehicle here at Hamcation, and you got a lot going on here, Scott. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it? Well, tell us what the platform is, and then what your kind of goals are.
Well, this is a 2017 GTI. I'm a VW fanatic, and so I drove diesels for 20 years, and now I went to the other side and drive little
turbo
hot hatches. Yeah, turbo. Yeah. But I'm a mobile-only operator, so I've only ever put stuff in a car.
Okay.
And people ask me all the time if it's HOA. Well, no, I live in a noisy environment.
Sure.
And so one of the benefits of being mobile is I just go somewhere else.
Yeah. And you're roving on everything pretty much. All the HF bands.
The Yagis are kind of new, so I only have experience roving with the loops.
Okay.
And I had hoped to get the Yagis working before January's contest, but supply chain demands, right? So I didn't quite have everything ready.
Right.
But it's ready for June, so I'll be roving in June.
So what radios are you running, first of all? Why don't you walk through that?
When you look at
it's good that you've got this handy...
yes. Well, when I'm looking at it from the back, I forget which is which, but this is an old FT857 that I pulled out of retirement. So that and my ID 5100 were my two radios.
Right.
And then I got this FT891. Is that that one? No, it's that one. Sorry. FT891 over here. Yeah. And pulled the 857 out, right? So I wasn't going to use it, but I knew not to get rid of it because it's more valuable now than it was when I bought it 15 years ago.
They're like $1,500 in some cases on eBay.
And so I was running with just these two radios, and my setup used to be different. I used to have a subwoofer back here, and this is all very newly reconstructed. And then when I decided to get the contesting bug, the cheapest way for me to do that was to bring that 857 back into play.
Why? What is it about the 857 that you need? Because it doesn't do.
It does UHF and VHF single sideband.
Oh, single sideband.
So this is so I use it only for VHF and UHF.
Yes, got it. Okay.
And then the HF output will eventually be used for a 222 transverter or other transverters if I decide to go further.
Okay, I got it now. That makes perfect sense.
Then I've got a GMRS radio there.
Yeah.
Key switcher or keyline splitter.
Yeah.
And this. West Mountain, what's it called? West Mountain Radio sells these N8 XJK Super Boosters.
Yeah.
That's the original version sold by N8.
What is it?
It stabilizes the voltage so that let's say I don't know, Poto people might like them. You know, you got a battery. Well, lithiums are so good these days, but think of the lead acid batteries that the voltage falls on them faster.
Yeah.
And no matter what that voltage is, all the way down to 10.5 volts, the output to the radio will be whatever it is that I set that to. So mine's set to 14.2, and that's what it will always be. And so that'll do up to 40 amps, and they can be paralleled for more load. And so eventually this space here will have another one, but those are on back order right now as well. Fire extinguishers, headbanger there. And then the amps are new. I just put the amps in recently. They're also on back order, so that's part of the reason I wasn't ready, because the amps weren't ready and the coax wasn't ready. So
well, it looks you're going to get there pretty quickly.
Yeah,
this is great.
So it all works now.
Yeah, Scott, thanks for sharing it.
Yeah,
appreciate it. Yeah,
take care.